What's up, guys? I want to talk about socially conditioned to succeed. How you can use social cues to succeed. So first I want to define what success is, and then I want to define what social cues are and how you can use social references to be able to achieve success specifically to you. So first of all, what is success? Success is reaching a particular goal set by you, depending on whatever external factor or internal factor you choose. Social cues are basically references that you can use, which are the responses of other people to you or to another factor. So how can you use social cues or social references to be able to succeed? First of all, you want to define what success is and what success should be for you. So I feel the most healthiest way to define success specifically for you is to define what it is that you can do specifically, particularly well, and exceed in it, and how it can, and that thing has to be able to contribute to the community or to the economy, or in general the community, the human race, whatever it may be, in a very, very important way. So let me take the example of working hard. Working hard is a trait, it's a skill. Some people work harder than others because they have the ability to. Their mental state and the emotional state allows them to be able to work harder than others. So whatever, you want to find whatever it is or whatever factors it is that you can specialize in, and you can do this by looking at the track record of your whole life. For me personally, throughout my life, I've had roughly three traits, but mainly one trait that has stood out to me that I'm able to do consistently, that is work hard. A lot of people may say they can work hard, but some people can work harder than others. So for me, it's working hard. So you want to look at your track record in terms of your work, not only your work history, but whenever you're participating in any activity, you want to see which trait or which few traits stand out the most. It could be working hard, it could be communicating with other people, it can be leading, it could be team leading, it can be delegating, it could be accounting, whatever it may be. So what you want to do is you want to define that, and usually what happens is society over time, when you start to exhibit those values, society, especially your family, tend to promote it. They tend to react very positively to it. Besides the fact that if you're trying to shove it into their face and you have an egotistical manner towards expressing those qualities, but usually when you do something good, society rewards you for it. And these might not necessarily be actions that you've chosen to take, but nonetheless, society reacts very positively to things that are in touch with what nature wants, what evolution wants. That could be having very attractive. That could be having a very attractive body. That could be being very attractive yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally. So whatever it is, anything positive in terms of a human being, in terms of their traits, society tends to respond very positively to it. So what you want to do is you want to define success not only by what you like, what activities you enjoy doing, but what other people like, and what will contribute to the well-being of society the most. Take for example basketball. Being a basketball player, being a good basketball player, you should look at a few traits. Are you tall enough? Are you athletic enough? Do you have the IQ? Are you willing to listen to other people? And are you willing to work hard? Those are Those are the most important things that stand out in terms of you having the potential to be a very good basketball player, and you being able to contribute to society by being a good big role model, or an effective role model in the basketball sector. For me personally, when it comes to working hard, you can use that in any sector, but I don't have the height to be a basketball player, so I can exclude being a basketball player from my potential occupations. For example, working in a hotel chain or working in a business, by being an employee and working my way to the top, by being promoted, is a very, very good example of me being able to flourish, because seeing as I work hard and I have a moderate communication skills, that will allow the hard work alone, as well as a little bit of communication skills, will allow me to have the humility to provide what the company needs from me, as well as more, and allows me to show an example, set an example, and show and display my ability, my innate ability to be able to provide for the company, and that will allow those in charge or those above me to be able to respond positively as a natural instinct, and allow them to have the natural instinct to boost those qualities, and allow me to develop those qualities more, which will allow me to progress in terms of a career and in terms of position in the company. So what you want to do is you want to define what it is that which qualities stand out in your behavior the most, and you want to develop those as much as you can. You don't want to focus on the weaknesses too much. You do want to focus on them in terms of getting them up to a state where it's acceptable. Some traits you need to get to a certain standard, otherwise it's gonna create problems in your life. For example, being able to converse with other people, conversation skills are one of the most important skills human beings can have, and if they're very, very diminished, very, very poor, you're gonna suffer in life. So you want to get them up to a level where it allows you to be successful. But what you want to work on the most are those traits that stand out the most. For example, being able to lead a team is a very, very good, powerful trait. If that stands out to you the most, if people have told you your whole life that you're a very good leader, you're a very good leader, you're a very good leader, then what you want to do is you want to accentuate and work on being a leader and leadership skills, and ask people for feedback. Do whatever you can to be able to accentuate those gifts. So that is what I define as being a successful person. A lot of people, a lot of self-help gurus would say, follow your passion. But I definitely would not necessarily say I disagree, but I would definitely say look at what which qualities you can bring to the market, because at the end of the day, you're only as good as what the market values you as, and that could be a sad thing to take into. It's the truth. So what you want to do is you want to accentuate those good qualities you have that stand out the most, and that way you can contribute to society the most and have the potential of feeling very fulfilled. So that is what I would say, especially to focus on more on the socialization aspect. What you want to do is you want to use every single reference when it comes to people responding to you as a person, to your advantage. It can be the slightest look, the slightest gesture, the slightest body language response, whatever it may be. Every single response by other people and by external factors, especially human beings, is the best indicator for you to determine what it is that you need to do in life to be able to be as successful as you can be. For example, take that you go to the gym. If you started going to the gym at a young age, say 16 years old, and you at 17 years old, you had been going to the gym for a year, and you developed a very, very good physique for a 17-year-old, better than the average, and lots of people were responding very well to you. That could give you the indicator that you have the potential to have a very great body when you're older. Maybe even potentially be a bodybuilder, and that could be your career. So what you want to do is you want to continually accentuate those traits, those abilities, until it gets to the extent that you're contributing to society in a very big manner. So that is what I would say about using socialization to be successful, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.